Hey! So we are going to be. I can just say anything and everybody laughs, and then it makes me laugh.
Mainly Logan.
Uh, Logan gets me every time. We are playing Things from the Flood today, and we are going to start off with our new characters again, our cutscenes with our three kids as characters. So, um, Abby,
Mm.
who is your kid?
My kid is David Anderson. He's a
And
jock.
what's his pride?
What's his pride? The supernatural is real.
Got it. What's his motivation? What's his motivation? Or his drive?
My
His drive, that's
drive
what it's
is that
called.
I'm in love with Jillian, but that conflicts with my pride.
It's truly. I almost put in love with Julian as your drive and your problem, and then I was like, no, no. It's pretty clear. Okay, and Logan, who's your kid?
My name is Sexton Bark. I'm 10 years old. I will do literally anything to be appreciated by the others, up to and including being a computer nerd and the creator of the photon deducer, which is really the most important part of this mission. So
Made
it
out of Game Boy
deduces,
parts.
it deduces photons.
It
Okay.
deduces that it's a deductor.
Mhm.
Correct. And Sean, who are you playing?
I'm playing Jillian Svensson, who is the most popular girl in school. And she's going to keep it that way, no matter what it takes. The only thing that's more important than being popular is listening to science.
Science. And I used to play Mete. There used to be 4 kids, but Mete is no longer with us. So
Hospitalized.
R.I.P.
AFK.
so I will
Away
be
from
purely
kids.
GMing.
Away from kids.
Oh, great. And what was the last thing that happened to you three? You went out to the lake to deduce photons.
And then a
Some
naked woman
Weird naked lady
appeared.
abducted us.
Yeah. It was a weird naked lady. Great. Okay. So I have some
I never know what
setting.
she'll accept and when she'll pry for more information.
I have some key intro information for you guys to set the scene.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we kind of just cut off with her saying, "You're coming with me now," and then the screen went black, and you went to your teen characters. So you guys essentially come to. You wake up, like all the other times. You are lying on the floor in the room where you're being held, and you're stiff, sore, and have a funny taste in your mouth, which you know is from the gas that the tattooed woman uh, sprays through the keyhole to put you to sleep. You are being used for sick and dangerous experiments. Elizabeth uses your minds as vehicles to travel between worlds into different versions of the islands, searching for something she calls the Hephaestum.
Wait.
This
She
is why.
uses our minds?
Yes.
It made perfect sense to me.
Don't worry, I'll explain the setup in a moment. But she uses your minds as vehicles to travel between worlds into different versions of the Malornan Islands, searching for something she calls the Hephaestum. This is why you feel 100 years old. You've like essentially lived 100 different lives over and over again, and you may never come home, she says. Turn the page. Elizabeth enters, and you guys are 2 weeks. She straps you into the machine, which consists of dentist chairs facing each other with restraints. You feel sharp pain in your spines from her hooking you up to her machine, which brings you out of your heavy narcotic sleep. You look at each other, pale and red-eyed. Elizabeth walks around the room. She's now dressed in shorts and a white tank top.
I
Okay,
wanted her
thank
to
God.
just
At least
be in
she's
shorts.
modest.
She
Yeah.
got some clothes.
She's still
Tattoos.
assaulting us, but at least not sexually right this
Yeah,
moment.
she's covered. Tattoos of mathematical formulas cover her skin. She puts on a cap connected to the machine, crouches down over the panel to spin you off into another reality to look for the Hephaestum, which she claims will contains all the world's truths and will solve the world's problems. You can also tell she's talking. She's like, I'm onto it. We're so close. This will be the last one. We're almost there." She turns on the machine. You experience an intense pain. You black out, and when you come to, you're standing on the hill where the Clover's facility ought to be. A crimson sun is setting, making the shadows long. Red lightning cascades from the sun across the sky. You can hear engines in the distance.
What?
Airplanes and perhaps helicopters. A
Is
loud
Armageddon? Is this our
explosion,
NATO base?
and a loud explosion rolls across the lake, shaking the ground, scaring thousands of purple red grasshoppers out of hiding. While you're looking at this like wasted landscape, you feel in your mind Elizabeth kind of compelling you to go north to search for the Hephaestum. There you go. And play. Questions? Comments?
Concerns?
Concerns. Oh, concerns are guaranteed.
When you said red lightning, is that
Yeah.
like that's not normal lightning?
No,
It's red.
it's red.
Does
It's
the
emanating
have red
from
lightning
the
now.
sun.
is the hill where the observatory ought to be like
Yes,
a
you are
crater,
in the
or
location where the observatory ought to be.
like
Um,
does it look like it was once there and now it is not there, or it just never was there?
it looks like it was bombed out long ago. Like
Okay.
it maybe didn't last as long as the previous observatory, we were into.
Okay.
And while you're here, you feel Elizabeth, but you also feel that you have memories of yourself in this current reality. So while you're here, you have both yourself in your reality, but you're competing with the version of you in this reality. So you could get some information from like your own memories, the you of this world's memories, or you could, like search out kind of a thing. But
Can she hear us?
can she roll a d6?
Does she know our thoughts?
Yes.
Can she see us? Like
I
if I write
believe
something
so.
down.
She's using you as the vehicle. She can't control you 100%, but she
He's
imagines
omniscient but not
sh-
omnipotent.
yeah. Like you
Oh.
still have free will. You can try and resist
Oh.
her. But she will know all that you do, and like it's just going to add more stress.
More stress? There's only
More
one
stress?
more
You can be
stress we
broken.
can take.
Okay, so she wants you to go north, and as you are standing there just taking all this in, you should roll something to either resist Elizabeth's compulsion or to, do whatever you want.
I would like to resist Elizabeth's compulsion.
Great. You should, let's just say that's we'll say whatever you want to do instead, that can be your role of resistance. So if you want to resist the compulsion and investigate instead, like you roll investigate. And if you succeed on that, like you'll get answers.
I would like to calculate
Okay.
and see if having experience, what I presume this is a lot of times we've done this.
Yeah, you've done this so many times. So many jumps.
I want to calculate and see if I can figure out a way to mess with whatever she's doing. Like if she, I don't know, like do something to where either she can't see us, she can't hear us, or like mess with her
Do you want to
because
do
she's
it
hooked
in
up to
this
the machine.
reality or when you come back?
Either. Probably this one because we're here right now.
Okay.
Like if she's using us and if I like, I don't know, not hurt myself, but if I can affect her somehow with something I do. I want to calculate that.
Sure.
You know,
I'll figure something out.
perfect. Can I use a luck to succeed?
You may. You don't want to roll,
Perfect.
you just want to use the luck?
I just would like to use a luck, please.
Okay. Okay, so you feel you essentially kind of remember the diodes and cables and things that were used in the room before you were hooked up, and you know that when you're in the machine you can't really do anything to get rid of Elizabeth unless maybe like you have extreme pain. Like she's not going to want to hang around. Like she's
Mhm.
unless you're in extreme pain, she's not going to want to experience that. Like so she'll disconnect.
Mhm.
So you know she's feeling what you're feeling. And I'll say if you when you go back, you will know more about how this machine works. So you'll know like if you disconnect one of the things in your spine, like that's the one where
Mhm.
she can control you, kind of a deal.
Okay. Okay, guys. I don't like her.
I think it's not a simulation. Every reality that we get thrown in, David flips double birds, spins around, says "fuck you, alien bitch," but does not resisting. He's like walking the
Nice.
way that she wants to go.
He's not resisting. He's just like feet marching in front of him.
Yeah, I think Jillian's actually not resisting either. And so she's kind of like hobbling along and she's like, yeah, what is your name?
Sexton Bark.
Sexton. I can Of course we don't like her. This shit sucks. But we're stuck here anyways.
But what if we
So
just don't
let's
do what she says?
go.
She said we're not going to go home, so if we're just not going to go home, we shouldn't
She
help her.
can hear and see everything we do, Sexton, so maybe
So what's she going to do, though, about that? She needs us
Jillian's
more
like
than we
trying to
need
give
her.
you eyes to be
As you're
like,
saying
shut
that, you
up.
feel a sharp pain through your hand. She shocks your body in the other reality.
Who?
Sixten. Sixten said, "What is she gonna do about that?" And then she gives you a little
Ow.
buzz
You know
buzz.
what the punishment is.
Yeah, I'm
Jillian,
just saying. Think about it, Jillian. She needs our minds. She can't do this without us.
well, it seems like some of us are better at using our brains than others. And at the moment, mine says to keep going. And so Jillian keeps walking, but Jillian in her head would like to, I think she's been gathering information on every single universe that they go into and like maybe act it out for the first couple universes, realize it's not going to work, and now she wants to like go backstabby bitchy on Elizabeth and is doing like as much information gathering from her various selves as she can.
Okay.
Um, I would like to comprehend, I guess, or
Sure.
I feel like
What are you
investigate's not quite right.
Yeah, what do you want out of the comprehend?
I mean, the kids know she's looking for the Hephaestum, right?
Yeah, they don't
So,
really know what it is besides that she like idealizes it and thinks it's got like all these solutions and it seems like
yeah.
magical to her.
So I think the first thing Jillian tries to do is figure out if this body has heard of the Hephaestus at all, Hephaestum, and if it's like still here or not. Because if this is the place, then that's when she wants to really
Mm.
act out
Okay.
and get the
Yeah.
kids to not
I'll let
agree.
you do it. Yeah, I'll let you do it for all of universes about the Hephaestum in general. It doesn't even have to be just this world for
Yeah.
your comprehend.
Okay.
Are you gonna roll or are you
Is
gonna use
this
your
worth
luck?
rolling?
If you're gonna roll, I'll try and lead you.
I gave them
But it's
2 luck and now I'm regretting it. Could spend a luck to lead you and then
That would still only give me 3 dice. Um, yeah. Anyways, I think I will luck it.
you guys won't get broken from failing. I'll put that out there. So like that, at least not from your first failure since you're so kind of debilitated.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
thanks. I think I am going to luck it just because I want to sort of establish that fiction about
Okay.
Jillian that she's constantly trying to gather important. She has been gathering important information
Yeah.
from each
You
memory, each place.
so you realize that the equations that are tattooed on her skin are like how she has like been traveling herself and like how she got back to this dimension. Um and you know like Elizabeth is a genius, but she's also, she's kind of slightly crazy. So she like thinks that the Hephaestum is like this one thing, like, and that she talked about it. She's like, I was trying to go into the future, and then we got thrown into this an alternate reality kind of a thing, and I lost the Hephaestum when I tried to like escape into the future. And so
Mhm.
you know that she thinks of the Hephaestum as like a place. Whereas from all the data you've gathered, the Hephaestum has been moving.
Oh.
It's not ever in one place. So like while she thinks that this is like the closest they've been, it's the closest you've been this jump, but the Hephaestum has like never been in the same place in every world. It seems
Do I
like
know
it's alive.
it's moving geographically or is it also moving through planes?
It is moving in both geographically and in planes.
I thought you were gonna build up to say it was a vehicle that was moving, and then you said no, it's actually alive.
So you basically know that Elizabeth
It's an
has this
alien brain.
The Hephaestum
that
is Sleipnir. Change my mind.
Ooh, I should do that.
That would be funny.
Oh my god.
It has 8 legs and is an interdimensional being. I love it. Oh, Abby, I don't hate that idea. Throw all my plans out the window.
It will neigh gently in your face and you will know wisdom.
It has solutions to all the
That's
world's
simply
problems.
one form that the Hephaestum can take. It has many forms.
True.
It can
So
also
yeah,
be sleep far.
there you go. Sleep far is its other interplanar existence. Yeah. So that's what you
Okay,
know. So
that's valuable. So
you
I'm that's reassuring because then I'm less worried
that
about
she's gonna
finding
get it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that she's gonna get it. And maybe instead of outright resisting, at the very least, Jillian is like tries to slow down to give Hephaestus more time to move. Okay, but other than that, yes, she does. She does follow the physical directions.
While we're
Uh,
going that direction,
mm.
David's gonna do what he does in every parallel universe and see if this David is boyfriend girlfriend with Jillian.
Incredible use of luck.
And how does he do that?
He's gonna delve into the memories.
Great. Do you want to do? I feel like that's like an empathize kind of
Sure.
a role. You're empathizing with your other self.
Oh my
love
gosh.
this. Do you want any other questions besides if we're boyfriend
No,
girlfriend?
that's all he cares about. It's the one thing bringing him life in this tragic series of
I'm gonna say yes in this
Perfect.
reality.
This
It is
hellscape.
possible. You have several memories of your relationship.
Wow.
How would that have come about in a post-apocalyptic world? Do you think?
I think that whatever happened, the school has a bunker, and when they had to bunker down, and they found safety in each other.
Science and the supernatural became friends.
Wait, I want to know: is this the first one that he's found?
Is this the first girlfriend? The time he's been girlfriends, boyfriend, girlfriend with
Yeah.
Jillian?
Yes, because it's incredibly unlikely.
I was gonna say yes.
Okay.
The apocalypse is the only thing that could make this relationship work.
The only thing that brought you guys together.
Oh my god.
Great. Okay.
And it's currently being torn apart by the fact that this Jillian is part not apocalypse Jillian.
As you are walking, like just letting Elizabeth. Yeah, Logan. What is it?
I would like to do one more thing. I want to delve into my own memories of this world
Sure.
and see if Sexton has seen any lights in this world, or like, I guess now I'm trying to piece together, are the lights something Elizabeth was doing, or are the lights the Hephaestus? Like, is she always sending us to worlds where we're following lights, or have we never
Got
seen
it.
lights other than when she first appeared?
Got it. Okay. Yeah. What do you want to do? Are you gonna check a luck for that, or do you want to roll?
I really want to know the answer, so I'm gonna check my last luck.
Okay. What do you want? I mean, just for argument's sake, what skill do you think?
Probably, maybe like Tinker, like having made the photon deducer, like in every world that we've been in. Like, do I have memories of having made it like differently,
Oh, yeah.
or
So your question was, what are the lights?
yeah,
Essentially?
like, are we in this world? Was the group of friends still trying to follow lights, or like in
Yes.
all of the worlds that we've been
The
into?
lights are consistent in all of the worlds.
Okay.
And yeah, the lights are consistent in all of the worlds, and they coincide. They start appearing and then increasing in frequency um, with Elizabeth's arrival. So, like, her disappearance and then her arrival, during that time, lights slowly and then much more frequently occurred. And you start to think that these lights are like just cracks in space time that are happening because Elizabeth has been like powering through realities to get to
Okay.
the one
Okay,
where
okay.
you were abducted.
Perfect.
Great. Okay. As you guys are like just letting Elizabeth walk you in a direction.
Wait, did we determine can she hear our thoughts?
She can. She is.
She can?
She is using your bodies as mech suits.
Okay. Perfect.
If that makes sense. And so as you guys are walking, you feel her urging you north, so you're walking north. You can tell you're still on the islands, but all the homes are bombed out, and there are decaying bodies everywhere. Like, you pass a house, and like people are dying, dead, long time dead, not just dying. You see no people, there are no animals other than bugs and rats. And Elizabeth suddenly shouts at you to hide. Do you hide?
Mm,
Have we ever had lasting damage from one of these? Like, if we got injured in one, are we injured in the real world?
No, it just gives you like a mental, like you take that mental experience and like age 5 years from hurt
Hmm.
in in another reality.
Great. I'll do whatever.
yeah, I think Jillian hides.
I'll do whatever
Then I
Jillian
hide.
does.
Yeah, that's good.
Great. Okay. As you hide, you see 5 people in battle fatigues, armed with rifles and pistols, rush by, and they're followed by 3 bipedal war bots or robots.
Are these
Um,
Swedish people or are they Danes?
Or are
That's
they
the real apocalypse.
Serbians?
Or are they the Serbians?
Are they Swedish? Yes, they're
Okay.
Swedish. Oh, they have machine guns, flamethrowers, and they're shaking the ground as they
The
pass.
bots or the people?
The bots,
probably.
Okay.
the bots. But they're definitely like searching for something unusual.
Should we go talk to them? Not the bots, the people.
No. 3 random kids in the apocalypse.
Yeah.
No. Let's just go. The sooner we're done looking, the sooner we get back. Jillian advises avoidance. Or hiding. Whichever seems more likely to work.
As who's the most likely to have remembered something or to be connected to their current reality self?
The one
I
we're
feel
in?
like David, because he just
Yeah.
learned that he was boyfriend girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Most connected to the current reality.
To this current apocalyptic
Uh-huh.
reality
Mhm.
self. David,
Yeah.
as you see these robots, like a strong memory from your other self pops into your brain. And you just have this instinct that you're like, the robots are gonna find us any minute now, like if we don't do something about it. Um, and you think you have this memory of your dad saying that there used to be an animal called a rabbit, and that it always looked out for danger for its other kind to ensure the survival of its kind. And you have to get to the tunnels. Like you can't be out here out in the open to be like a rabbit and hide in the tunnels. You've never seen a rabbit, but
Yeah.
you remember him
Okay.
telling you very distinctly.
All right, guys, we gotta go find the tunnels. This reality, it's kind of a bummer, but it's not all so bad. So let's go save ourselves.
What's
Somewhere in this
positive about
reality, I'm
this?
having a love life.
I feel a strange attachment and willingness to listen to what you say, so I will do it. But I don't understand and I don't like it. Jillian will like find a stone or a branch and then try and chuck it in the opposite direction
Mm.
to distract these
Okay, sure.
searchers.
Got it. I won't.
Do the
make you
robots
fall
say
for it.
like Viking land or property of Sunshine
Oh
Jackson
my
on them?
god.
No, that
Property
would
of
be funny though.
Serbians.
Time traveler core. No, these are totally foreign bots to you.
Okay. How do we get to the tunnels?
How do you get to the tunnels? Are you going to try to do that? I mean, Elizabeth is still like north, go north.
Elizabeth, girl.
She's not here. She don't care.
Elizabeth, if we die, we can't get back here again. Calm down.
She's like, but we're so close. I can taste it.
Well, taste something else.
I like the ground.
Is that how you're gonna find the tunnels, David? Where
You
are
guys can
they?
do an investigate to find tunnels or
Oh god.
I'll investigate to
comprehend.
find tunnels. Do I have to choose luck before I roll?
No, you can just
No,
check
you
luck.
don't, I guess,
You don't have to
technically.
roll.
Then I'll use luck.
Okie dokie. You stand around and you don't see nothing. But that helpful alternate self of yours who's just living the high life with Jillian chimes in, and you suddenly get the memory of you know, how to identify essentially like a manhole or whatever, how to get into the tunnels.
Okay.
And so you see that it's a certain type of grass has been put over all of the manholes. And so if you scan the plains, you can look for like everything now is like dusty red plantation wise, but there's a few purple grasses, and you know that 3 chunks of purple grass means that's an entrance into the tunnels, and you'll be safe there. You know, like this David is like, you'll be safe there.
Okay, Sexton, we have to find 3 chunks of purple grass.
Like those right there.
Yeah.
I point. Are there 3 on the ground?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's one within sight.
Wow, perfect. Okay. That's where the tunnels are. Let's go. Move, move, move.
Roll move.
All of us?
Look at these sad faces, all of you.
We have like 1 dice.
I'm rolling
I will
negative
be
3.
nice. I will be nice.
I got 2 dice.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You can check.
Oh my goodness.
You can check broken and re-roll if you want to re-roll. You won't be taken
Broken
out of the
takes
game.
us out of the game.
You won't be taken out of the game because you're being manually controlled by Elizabeth.
Oh, right, Elizabeth. Why do I not even have the option to reroll? It just said you can't do this.
It just said no more. Well, don't check. Don't actually check broken and just re-roll. Okay, great.
Jillian, if these Danish
Is it
bots
worth
come
checking
after
your
us,
luck? Probably
Unless there's
not.
any, unless there's anything else that you want to do in this alternate reality.
No, not really.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I got it.
Cool, cool, cool. You make it. Sexton, you do get in, but the stress of the bots, like you see the grass is right there, but all of a sudden, just like it's a little bit too much. Like all of the memories of this time and place come rushing in. Like when you're like, oh my gosh, 3 clumps of purple grass. Like this is it. This is we can't be out here. So you get kind of just like the download of this personality, and you start losing your footing mentally in this world, and you hear Elizabeth go, no, 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 and you guys turn around and you see Sexton is now just kind of like flickering in and out of his of existence essentially to you, and a nosebleed runs down
it's
his.
just that simple, guys.
It's just that simple. He just flickers in and out. So what do you do? You're safely in the tunnels, but Sexton is essentially gonna phase out. I want to see you do something.
All right, Jillian. Sexton's a goner, but we can stay in this
No,
room.
he's a goner. Yeah, get him out of here. I don't want to save him.
Do the tunnels
Great.
go north?
The tunnels do go north.
Okay, we'll go north in the tunnels. You know, I
Great.
don't really want to hang around in this weird reality anyways, so the sooner we get this over with, the better.
The better. Great. You are heading north to look for the Hephaestum. Great,
Yeah.
great. As you're going through the tunnels, you see a light up ahead and a figure moves. You see a woman. Dark brown, kind of frizzy hair. She's not wearing clothes that you've seen in this reality, or I mean, one reality, yes, but not any of the other ones. And she looks at you both, and she's like, "I've been looking all over for you. It's taken." She's like, "It's taken me so long to follow her," and she's like, "Don't worry, I'll help you." She steps into the light, and she goes, "My name's Deborah."
My
I
name's
thought she was gonna
Birdie's
say.
mom.
I was gonna say she introduces herself as Birdie's mom.
And as you look, she turns in her hair. She looks totally normal, like anybody's mom. But under that strong light, her eyes gleam silver. And cutscene.
I'm sorry, what? No. Silver
yes.
is evil. That is not allowed.
No, silver is
I'm
cool.
Birdie's mom.
Flips her hair. I'm Birdie's mom.
It's I, Birdie's
You don't know
mom.
Birdie yet, but I'm Birdie's
But
mom.
you will. Great. Cutscene.
Leap over time.
Leap over time. We'll cut to your teens. While we do cutting to our teens, we are about to have a sleepover. These teens are still kind of looking into these missing kids' existence, / also investigating Cloverfield Observatory, which is still here in this reality. Ingmarie, Johan, and Linnea are the adults who got roped into this
They're the
sleepover
chaperones, yeah.
situation. They're
They
the
happily
chaperones.
agreed.
And you guys investigated the site where the 3 kids disappeared. And you're still looking into all of these shenanigans. You have the photon deductor, and you've analyzed all that data. The Game Boy construction was a stroke of genius, but you cracked it with Marie's help. Before we start, everybody roll a d6.
Oh boy.
Oh, I thought we had escaped that today.
No.
No.
Abby
No.
is a no. Logan's a no.
What did we get from the photon detector? Wasn't it not useful?
It just told you that the lights move faster than Mach 2 or
Great.
whatever, faster than humans can
Yeah.
make possible. Okay, so only one of these things will happen, which is good. Okay, great.
You're welcome.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So you guys about to start the sleepover. You had found Eric, who was a police officer / maybe an author / maybe his wife is here, maybe she's gone. He was real upset, thought this was a NATO base, and then turned a corner and just vanished. So that's where we left you kiddos. Start wherever you want.
I'm gonna run in the direction that Eric was in the hopes that there's a portal to our reality.
Nice. How do
So
you find
only
that
you
portal?
go through it.
How do I find that portal?
Yeah.
By looking for it?
Nice.
There is no portal. You just run around in space with vibe.
Forgot about that. Oh my god. Okay. I guess Ingmarie is here with us as well.
Yeah.
Taking the
Ingmarie like
moment.
sees him vanish, and she's like, aliens.
No, Ingmarie, parallel dimensions.
I mean, but also aliens.
No.
Yes.
I
Have
think
you
the
opened your
bigger
alien
concern
chakra yet?
is where did he go?
He went back to hopefully he went back to our reality.
Are we sure?
No, but we can hope and pray for the best and then never think about it again.
You guys, Vibe didn't find the portal to our reality. It doesn't exist.
Well, that's not very helpful vibe.
She can't help things that aren't real
He doesn't have interdimensional eyes.
that we know of.
I don't
That
know.
we
She's
know
so
of.
special. She should be more interdimensional.
Oh, Birdie, you could give Vibe the goggles.
I'm already on it. Yeah.
The baloney bifocus.
I forget about the goggles every time.
Okay, so we know that the Hephaestum is both in space and under this lake in a superposition. So
You don't know that. The kids know that.
No,
No,
we
No.
decided that.
we
We
decided that
decided.
it was
Oh.
both in the heavens and under a
Oh,
lake at
you
the same
did.
time.
And I was like, okay.
And we have no way to look under this lake, but we do have a way to look into the sky. So we should go hack that observatory
Yeah.
while Linnea is occupied with the pizza party.
Oh, do you think it's like if we're observing it in the sky, it can't be in the lake?
Or maybe there's a big mirror in the sky and we'll see the mirror and it'll show us
shit.
downwards.
Oh, yeah. Well, either way, we need to look into the actual other observatories
Mm-hmm.
because we only looked at that one. And wasn't there some data they were collecting recently on the lights?
Yeah, the lights have been there's been an exponential increase of abnormal satellite data in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That means something.
It's
It
a
does.
hockey stick curve, Lucas. We talked about this, you remember?
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Hockey stick curve. Where's the puck in this situation?
No puck.
Going away. Like it's
Ingmarie is lured by the pizza party. Where have the adults set up
Out
the
of all
pizza?
of this, she says, "Oh, pizza! I think I'm gonna go introduce myself to that pizza.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, it's high quality pizza.
vegan
It's
pizza.
vegan.
As-
I think it's vegan pizza."
Pizza.
There's some vegan pizza. It's
No.
not
As
all
the
vegan.
result-
I
of
only
mixed
ordered
roll.
vegan pizza.
As the result of mixed roll, Ingmarie and Johan are out of commission. They are totally distracted by pizza time.
Great. Bye, girl.
They're
Get
going
out
to
of
talk
here.
about comics and arcades, and it's going to be a match made in heaven.
Can Johan
She's
have
married.
That's fine.
Well, I just meant like a match for like pizza and talking, not for like
It's a
romance.
pizza match.
She has her shoulder's husband with her. There's no room for Johan.
She just perpetually has his shoulder. It's the 90's. Anything can happen. So you guys
Are alone in the woods.
are alone in the
Well,
woods outside
if
of
Ingmarie's
Cloverfield.
gonna go back, we should go back.
Yeah.
But we should go back to a different observatory.
What do you mean a
Well,
different
yeah, they're all
observatory?
connected, right?
But the other ones are they don't work anymore.
There are 3 satellite dishes.
Yeah, but maybe there's
and
some data or like files that Elizabeth left. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah. Or if I were going to do secret research, I would definitely go use the satellite that everyone thinks doesn't work.
It's true.
Also a good point. I mean, who knows? Another kid could show up out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sarah. Question.
Yes.
If I wanted to, if I wanted to come up with something that told me how close
You
the
want to make a
the
road a wise?
not physical distance close, but perpendicular distance, how close are we to other dimensions? Like, I don't know, interdimensional quartz compass or something like that.
You want to make an actual item?
I want it to be given to me by somebody.
I mm,
Mhm.
mm, I you can retrofit one of your existing items to maybe do that.
Okay, my items are oracle cards, baloney bifocals, and Pia. Do you think Pia could be retrofitted to be a compass?
I think she's broken down now. You can use baloney bifocals if you wanted to upgrade them to see.
Ugh,
I mean,
you
you
just want me to get
wanted
rid of
them
my
to see the
baloney
truth
bifocals. Yep.
about reality, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of close to what you're shooting for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll pocket this idea, and if it seems like it'll be useful, I'll have done it
Okay.
retroactively.
Capiche, capiche. So you guys are going to get pizza? You guys are going to investigate.
No pizza.
No pizza.
I don't trust
Okay.
Johan to actually make vegan pizza.
No,
You have the 3
Birdie,
satellites.
I ordered dessert pizza.
I mean, he knows how to make vegan pizza. I'm sure he's made it for you at the arcade before.
The dessert
I've
pizza is
never
just
eaten it.
I mean, it's like cinnamon and sugar and butter without the butter, so it's just cinnamon sugar bread.
Oil.
But
Cinnamon sugar bread.
The setup of the observatory, so you have the 3 satellites in a line. So you see the one that's lit up,
Mhm.
is the one where you had your field trip, and like it's the closest to the parking lot. It's all the way on the right. And then you have one in the middle and one on the left. They're not that far from each other. If you want to go investigate those other 2 satellites. And you assume it's all connected underground,
Mhm.
because everything's always connected underground in these places.
Yeah.
Always connected underground.
Can I investigate the 2 satellites that are not online?
Sure, how are
Just
you going to
like
do that?
I'm just gonna look at them and look for signs and be like, well, that one has like a light on. That's weird that it has a light on and nowhere else has a light on. Or like I see footprints on the snow to this one, but not to that one. Or like I don't know, it looks like the snow has melted on this one, but not on that one. So
Sure.
just looking
Sure,
and
sure,
trying
sure.
to think about it. Okay. Oh, I forgot I was upset and injured.
good job, though.
But you still have 1 success. That's
Mm-hmm.
great.
2 questions.
Mhm.
What is hidden here and where is it? Looking at these 2
You
decommissioned.
see 2 decommissioned satellite dishes. And you notice that there's trash outside of one of these satellites. Empty soup cans are like in the trash bin, and you're like, who would be using the dumpster all the way at the end, all the way at the other
Mm-hmm.
end? No one ever goes there.
Okay. Um, what threat can I perceive? Like, does it look like somebody's in there right now?
Um, as you're looking, the power goes out,
For
and
everything?
for the facility, like the lights that were on, and you hear Ingmarie go, "Whoo!" and she's got like a torch, um, and so it seems like somebody has rerouted the power, and you see a light turn on in that soup can satellite.
Guys, there's soup and lights, and something is drawing power in that one. Let's go to that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is the one that only has lights suddenly.
I would say get your hockey stick ready.
I've got two hands, one
Tentacle
hockey
whip.
stick, one
Hockey stick.
tentacle whip.
Okay, let's go to that one. We go to that one. I look at the soup. Doesn't look like they have good taste in soup.
Absolutely not. This is the
Chef
90s.
Boyardee.
Canned soup is like Campbell's concentrated.
Okay.
But it is surprisingly like kid flavored.
Do not like.
What do you mean surprisingly kid flavored?
Like they're like flavors that kids like
Mm.
when you're
Mm.
babysitting. That's what you get.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, SpaghettiOs, alphabet soup,
Frosted flake soup.
frosted flake soup. Exactly.
Isn't that what cereal is?
Exactly. Okay, great. You guys heading over there. What you gonna do?
We should sneak in.
We should sneak.
in, probably. I can sneak.
I would like you to sneak in and then give me a success, please.
Good luck to you. Because you ain't getting anything.
You sneak all the way up to like assuming there's an entrance right next to that trash can. So you sneak all the way up. Logan, are you sneaking?
If I want to check my shame, do I do that after I roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have any bonuses? No. I will check my shame. I have visions. I don't know. I have a premonition of like exactly where I need to walk and like when to stop to be unnoticed as we go into this thing. And it's a lot of like only taking right angles down a hallway.
You've done this before. Okay. You guys can you sneak in. No problem. You get like into the first corridor of the building. And then you have a long corridor. And then there's ends in just one door. Essentially, there's like maybe a janitor's closet or something off to the side, but there's really that corridor really only leads you to one place, and that's what you assume is like the control room of that satellite tower. And as you're walking there, you see like there's tons of cables, like extra cables are being run into that satellite. Um, and when you get up to that door, it is locked. But there are
Not for
definitely
long.
people lights are on, people are home.
Like people, we can hear more than one person.
People, like you can definitely hear a person moving around and other sounds, but like hard to identify.
Here we go. You break the doorknob off, then you sick vibe on them, and then we all run in and swarm them.
Okay, why don't we? Could you pick the lock? Maybe?
Me?
Yeah, I
No.
can do it.
No, not you. Birdie, when was the last time you picked a lock?
I went to the store one time and I picked out a lock.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
I think lock picking is tinker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you use Vibe's talent to pick the lock?
Which is why.
Vibe is not an item.
Oh.
Her harness
That's
is.
she's a relationship.
Two successes.
Nice.
Nice. How are you picking this lock?
How am I picking the lock?
Yeah. I mean, are you I don't know. Do you want to do anything fun with it, or you just want to say that it's open?
I would like to do it without being noticed.
Okay. Great. So you are just so extra quiet. It's really great lock, really great condition. They installed a brand new one. There's no noise as you pick this lock, and even I would say as you have like time as you open the door, it's not gonna or anything like that. It's like somebody oiled this baby. It is smooth operating. Um, so yeah, door is able to be opened and you won't be noticed.
What do we see?
You
Who
open
do
the
we
door.
see?
We open the
Yes,
door.
Yeah, of course.
absolutely.
Okay. You see as you open the door that it is the control room and it has totally powered up. You see there's monitors, computers, machines everywhere necessary to operate the telescope. And you see like the cables have all kind of like run up into that big wall of monitors. And then as you look, there's a transparent wall that comes down halfway through the control room. So there's like the floor of the control room on one side, close to the monitors. Think of like NASA rooms. And then behind the transparent wall, there's a room that allowed, you assume, like researchers or people to work and focus. And in that half, behind the transparent wall, you can see a huge machine that sits in the center of that partition. And it looks like a large box with buttons and screens, levers, sockets, all that stuff. You see 3 dentist chairs with restraints on them. And you see that they face this machine and that the machine is hooked up to those cables and wires. Um, when you arrive, you will see that the power is on. The acrylic glass door is also all the way down. Um, so you can see in, and you can see that there are 3 kids in those chairs, and that Elizabeth is wearing a rubber cap hooked up to the machine.
We recognize her as Elizabeth from the photo that I looked at in my mom's house.
Yes, you would recognize her. I mean, she's got white hair now, and she got tattoos all over her body, but she's the same person.
Elizabeth.
Oh, that's Elizabeth.
That's Elizabeth. Code red.
Well, let's get her.
She's hooked up to that machine. I don't know what we should do. Those are those other kids. I assume piecing it together. Can we get to them, or is the wall is in the way?
The wall is in the way.
Is it an actual?
So-
Is it like a plastic partition or?
We're gonna say that it is like in taxis where they have those like plexiglass dividers between the front and the back seat.
Is there a door?
You assume that maybe it raises up and down, like the whole thing, like maybe like a garage door. But it is, looks like thick, sturdy.
And I play hockey. I know
Glass.
my way around some plexiglass. Some plastic shields and dividers. Give me a hockey puck. I'll break
Hulk
this
smash.
baby right in two.
As you're looking, and Elizabeth isn't paying attention to you because little known to you, her mind is in another dimension,
Does
controlling
it look
the
like
bodies.
her eyes out, like she could see us, from our
She could
perspective if
see
she
you.
turned
Yeah,
around?
she
Okay.
can jump between the 2 places. You don't know this, but she's not out of her mind like the other
Okay.
2 are. And once you guys start a decision, this will be the engagement for extended trouble. And you guys
my
will need
God.
9 successes
Oh my God. What?
to succeed. So we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break.
Okay, Logan, what are you gonna do? What's Birdie gonna do for 3 successes? I could try and lead you to cure conditions, but that's the best.
Can you do that before extended troubles?
Yeah, I'll let you
The
guys
extended trouble
clear.
doesn't start until we make
Yeah,
a
it doesn't
game
start until you
plan.
guys make a A
Okay.
If we
roll.
So
snuck
we
up,
could
we
hype
kind of
each
have
other
time.
up and then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We
we're
can
gonna,
try. If we fail that, we're fucked.
We're gonna go on
But
break.
I could check a shame.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
We're on break.
Yes.
And we're back. It was totally only 10 minutes, I'm sure, every time. So there has been a correction to what I said. It is not 9 successes. Silly me, that's just normal extended trouble. Extremely difficult extended trouble is, in fact, 4 times the number of players. So that will be 12 successes y'all need.
Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome. Love
Oh.
you. Love you so much. And as a GM, I am contractually obligated when we enter extended trouble to do the following. I have to declare what is at stake and what will
You
happen
do
if the
have to do
teens
this,
fail.
correct.
Well, don't do that yet.
Don't do that yet.
We're not in
but
extended trouble yet. We
yeah,
haven't.
you won't. I won't do it yet, but you guys got to hold me to it. Okay, go ahead and prep yourselves. You're staring at Elizabeth through this glass, through the door, through the glass. You see one of the kids starts to shake and he gets a nosebleed.
I'm sure his friends will take care of
I
him.
close the door quietly. Like, okay, what are we doing?
We gotta go get her. She made that kid's nose bleed. I don't know how, but she did it somehow. And she knows.
Nosebleeds all the time.
She probably knows something about my mom too.
Okay, I mean, how? I could maybe break the glass, or I can try and get to her, or how do we gotta raise that plastic?
What if we don't raise the plastic? What if we make the plastic unraisable and then she's made her own prison?
I think she can phase through dimensions.
Is that true?
I think physical space doesn't apply to her.
Then why would she build a wall?
She didn't
For
build
the
a wall. I think
kids.
it came with.
Came with.
Okay, we can
It
raise
was a
the
buy
wall.
one get one free wall.
Okay,
We could
okay,
overload
yes.
the system. We could shut down the system. We could reprogram the system. That's all I got.
Okay, I feel like we have to do something to that machine. I don't understand machines, but what I do know about machines is you can always make them do something new.
You can always break them.
So we should do something to make it. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm just gonna do a quick vibe check on that machine. Okay, it seems bad, and I think that she is using their minds to investigate parallel dimensions.
Birdie, don't be
That's
ridiculous.
crazy, Birdie.
You're right. That does sound crazy. But if that is attached to her head and to their heads, then maybe we can
Reverse it.
or make it so that she's trapped
Yeah.
there somehow.
Uh-huh.
That's my idea. Now, please
Cross
help
the
me exit.
streams.
Cross the streams.
Reverse the polarity.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah. Yes. So when she tries to bamf into another dimension, she just keeps getting teleported here, and then it's really frustrating to her.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Good. Now, can someone please give me a pep talk?
Isn't this the pep talk?
A pep talk. I'm great at pep talks. Okay, I've been practicing this new
We're
one for the
huddling.
hockey.
Those are the three of us. We're
Huddle.
huddling.
Put your hands in. Okay. You know, we're down 0-12. It's not looking good. Those are abysmal stats in hockey, Birdie. I know
Oh,
you
okay.
don't normally pay attention. Okay, we're down 0-12. There's only 2 minutes left in the game.
Not a lot.
No, that's
Okay.
not a lot.
Okay.
2 minutes is never a lot of time.
I just didn't know how long a hockey game was. They could have been 3 minutes.
You've been to one before.
I dissociate while I'm there.
I told you to stop astral projecting in the middle of my hockey games.
The buzzer's just so loud, though. I just can't. It
Okay,
just takes.
put your hand back in.
This is my pep talk. Let me do it.
Okay, we're 0-12. There's 2 minutes left. It's looking bad. But you know what we are? We're griffins. And you know what griffins don't do? The bird.
Vibe shakes her feathers.
That's right, Vibe. Griffins don't give up. Okay, on 3, we're gonna reverse the polarities.
Cross those streams.
Cross those streams and score those pucks. 1, 2, 3.
Go Griffins!
Okay, what the fuck are we doing? Oh, that's a
Roll lead.
lead roll. I need to roll
You gotta
lead.
roll lead. Yeah, I mean, you were in the
I-
moment.
I think I deserve a bonus
Tell
for
it to
good
roll
role
20.
playing.
It's roll 20.
Ooh,
Oh my
complicated.
God.
Use your shame. Use your shame.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my shame,
What is your shame?
and I'm terrified of the world around me and how it's changing. And I'm going to be like, quick addendum to that pep talk. I'm very scared. I don't know what's going on. I'm worried about these children. And that lady has too many tattoos. But we're still gonna do this.
Just think she could have been naked.
She could have been naked. That would have been my real number 1 fear. Okay. So
Great.
that is only 2 dice for leading someone then, actually.
Should I use it to get rid of a condition instead?
Yeah,
No, 2 dice is better.
that's true.
Is it? Because we can spend conditions.
Yeah, but if you spend conditions on a roll that already has dice, you still keep the extra dice.
How many
At which
conditions
point-
do you have?
Only 2. 3?
2. How many does Lucas have?
1.
Yeah, I have 1
I-
also.
I cannot believe I did not get 4 ones on that roll.
If you
That
clear a
wasn't fair.
condition, then you won't be the one that'll have to take conditions first. Also,
I could take a condition to re-roll lead and hope I get 2 successes and then
No.
cure my
Ooh.
condition on myself.
So that's a big brain
That's
tactics right there.
a deep move, deep cut there.
Okay, you use those to lead me, and then I'll use your lead to lead you. Clear one of my conditions and one of your conditions. I give you.
The
I,
circle of lead.
yeah, you do a pep talk, and then I do a yoga
But use
session.
your tarot cards this time.
It's so hard to use them in any situation that's not talking to a
untrue.
ghost.
What?
Okay,
You
well,
can
that's
do it.
fine.
I think
Hey,
you
where am I
clear
Roadwise.
a
You just gotta get
condition.
that roadwise brain out.
Because if
and-
you clear a condition, then we can make Lucas take them, so that Lucas can be broken, so that we don't have the chance of dying.
To be
Oh.
broken.
Well, I don't want to be dead.
We don't have to check conditions until we succeed. We could just fail.
Yeah.
You could just fail. I could
I'd rather
tell you
be
what's
dead
at
than let
stake.
Elizabeth succeed. What? Okay, Sarah, we'll start extended troubles. Please do your duty and tell us what you're contractually obligated to do.
All right, are we beginning, or is this just so you can prepare?
Begin
I'm still
us.
seriously considering re-rolling that lead, but I don't.
Oh, I think it wouldn't be a terrible idea.
It's not. How much worse could it get?
You've convinced me.
You can still check your shame. Shut up.
Oh my god.
Shani.
Okay, well, I'll check my shame still. Well, now we're really fucked. Okay, I'm scared.
You got 2 conditions now?
Yeah.
Is that what
no,
we're
we
gonna
have
do?
2 more
great.
dice.
This is perfect.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay, great.
I'm like, do I go now? Or are you guys still
Yep.
working around it? Okay, we're ready. Do you need 12 successes?
Yes.
You will have Linnea help you. So one of you, because you rolled a d6 for that and you charmed her before,
Oh.
she
Ooh.
is now on your side. And she has been patrolling. You just didn't run into her because you snuck by her. So whoever you want can get a bonus from Linnea, helping with her action. Um, and what's at stake is as you guys are, having your pep talk, you hear like a kid kind of thrashing around, and you turn and you look through the crack and you see that all the kids have started to flicker in and out of existence. And if you do not succeed, they will cease to exist. And this reality will be cemented.
Uh,
Will be
No.
cemented. Okay, that's the real consequence here. I do not want
So
this
your
reality.
homeroom is going to be on the other side. Your dad's
No,
going to
it's
study
not.
fish, and
No,
your dad
no.
also wears glasses now.
no.
So those are the consequences. This machine and Elizabeth's actions are responsible for mixing up all the realities. And
The
if you
good
don't
news is,
fix
even if we
it,
succeed, your family still has chips.
chips
My family's
unrelated.
still fucked.
Chips unrelated. Alice will be gone though.
Oh, that never mind. That's it. That's the real deal right
So
there.
that is what is at stake for you guys.
Okay.
No biggie.
Okay, how are we doing this? Because I need to use force.
Well, we
What
each
is
have to
the
say.
bonus of Linnea? What is she like just giving us a bonus, or is she making an action? What is she doing?
She'll give you a bonus, so she'll run in and help like whoever she sees. Kind of do. So I guess tell me what you guys want thinking about doing, and I'll see
Mhm.
if we can shoehorn Linnea in.
Okay.
Hulk smash.
Elizabeth or the glass?
I can smash the glass, I can smash the machine, or I can detain Elizabeth.
Are you gonna try and reverse the polarities?
Yeah. What I want to do is I would like my role to be a tinker, to like rewire all of this stuff
Mm,
and
I know exactly what I'm
reverse the
doing.
polarities.
Reverse the
Oh,
polarity. Yeah, Tinker
okay.
counts.
I want to. She has conveniently arrayed these children into a circle with her at the center. A perfect setup for a reverse astral projection, and I want to astral imprison her in her body. I want to put like
Reverse astral
I want
projection.
to like I don't know, take sage and rub it on the machine and like hang a quartz upside down. So anything you would do to normally astral project, but in reverse. So
Are
she
you like
is
running into the room and running
um
through the glass partition?
I think that's what we do, right? We have Lucas smash the glass.
mhm.
I start rewiring stuff, and you astral imprison her.
I don't have to physically be present to astral imprison her. So I can imprison
I've
her
unlocked
You
that
said
chakra,
rubbing
the
sage. It
astral
was the
imprisonment
rubbing
chakra.
sage.
onto me. And
Okay.
okay. And then I send the sage oils through the ether. I
Only if
imprison
you do
her.
this.
Yeah. I astral imprison her, and then that way she can't react when you smash the glass,
Mm.
and then you can run in
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
reverse
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Okay.
polarities. How does
Okay.
Linnea help us with any?
What skill would you use to astral imprison? That's my question.
I think either in empathize,
Yeah.
like I,
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my thought too. Okay.
or investigate.
I can give you empathize or charm.
Ooh, definitely
Sure.
empathize.
Okay. It's like reverse charm and
Yeah,
reverse empathize.
I
Um,
charm the universe into stopping her.
yeah.
I want the universe to be infatuated
Okay,
with me.
perfect.
Yeah, you can do that. And I'll say Linnea will run in, like she'll hear the glass breaking. Linnea will run in. She'll help Birdie roll because she'll be talking. She'll be distracting Elizabeth essentially by saying like, you can't do this, like, I didn't know you
Mm.
were doing this, like, this is wrong, like the kids can't be.
Is she like a smart computer person? Could she help Mick do her thing?
Yeah, I mean, she could help with anybody,
I
but
guess we just have the dice. It doesn't actually. We just have a pool of dice.
yeah, I mean, she could help with the tinker roll too.
What is she doing mechanically? Just giving us bonus dice?
Yes, just giving you bonus
Okay.
dice. I'll say she'll give 2 bonus dice.
You
I
can
mean, it
pick
doesn't
those next.
really matter who
Yeah.
has it. Sarah, I'd like to argue for an advantage for me.
See, you bump it up to 12, and then the arguments come out.
I also have another argument.
You have the
Ooh.
floor.
Here's my argument, Sarah. I have a very special wire cutting device, and it's Vibe.
No. I don't think you've had enough time to train Vibe to cut wires.
Vibe.
It's just
You keep
vibing.
saying that, and then she
relationship.
keeps rolling, and she keeps getting successes, and Vibe is a very well-trained bird.
She's only done one thing with Vibe.
And it was executed flawlessly.
I
Not
don't
a
think
single
so.
feather out of
It was
place.
flying in a circle. That was what Vibe did. I will say not Vibe.
Okay,
Something else. You can do something else.
that's fine.
No birds will get electrocuted today.
Hey, Sarah, I have an argument.
Okay.
Do you remember when we looked at my mom's records and we saw a photo of Elizabeth?
Yeah.
And I now have that photo on my person right now, and I can see that she actually has the name Elizabeth Cox and Elizabeth something other. So it's like a demon with their true name. I know her
Oh,
true name,
shit.
and it gives me power in my seance.
In multiple dimensions and languages.
You know her American name?
I know American.
The true name. All Swedish people have a true American name. And vice versa.
You can get 1 bonus
Oh,
for that.
nice.
Perfect.
Because she's been jumping dimensions, and so she
Yeah.
might recognize that. Sure.
Yes. Perfect. Oh my
Sean,
goodness.
lay it on me.
Okay. Do you
It's
remember
your turn
that
now.
time when Logan's kid character, Sexton, resisted Elizabeth
Uh-huh.
to get a bonus once he
Uh-huh.
returned?
Uh-huh.
I think we should get that bonus now.
Sure. You can. Totally.
Okay. Is that 1 more dice?
That's 1 more dice.
Nice.
Okay. We have a lot of dice that are existing in the ether.
Mm-hmm.
Who's getting what either dice?
I think I have to use the one from my mom's record because that's just a normal
That's
follow
your
up from an
item.
investigate.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's just from the investigate. I didn't.
Okay.
I would like to use my oracle cards to do the seance out in the hallway and like set up a circle, mirroring the circle in there, and then put a big effigy of Elizabeth in the middle, her photo.
With her photo, with her
Yep.
demon name photo.
Yes, her demon name
Sure.
photo.
Yeah. Use the tarot cards.
Perfect. Look at that. All I have to do is astral imprison, and then I can use my tarot cards. It's just that simple.
We need to start using that trick more often.
I would like to call up an astral imprison.
Guru Petal said, with great power comes great responsibility, which is why we haven't been astral imprisoning all of our enemies.
It's very taxing to astral imprison. Takes a lot of
Yeah.
focus.
I've never done it before. This will be the very first time, so hopefully it works.
And it's like a reverse empathize, so you also have to spend some time in that person's, consciousness.
Okay, well,
you
I think
first?
I have to go first. So I will empathize. +2 oracle cards. I didn't use the baloney bifocals for your safety, Sarah. And then a 1 for my mom's records. So that's 3 bonus die.
Okay.
Where are those 2 lead dice going? Are those going to me? How about I spend 1?
I think they technically can't go to me since I led.
Yeah, how about we split them, Abby? I'll
Okay.
take 1. So I have 4 bonus die.
Big money.
Big whammy.
Ooh.
Can I re-roll? Can I do a normal re-roll?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna try.
I think that's probably worth it, but
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Okay. That's not great.
No, we need 10 more.
but there's still work to be done.
Well, we only need half, right? We only need 6, so we only need 4 more, right? It's like a partial success.
yeah.
Get a partial success.
We have to at least get a partial success, or we
Yes.
can't spend more. Okay. Well, good luck, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna force with my hockey stick, and I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? I find something to make itself as a puck to be used as a puck.
A soup can.
I did think soup can, but they
You
have no
could
weight
use a
behind
soup
them.
can.
There's a lot of soup cans. You can crush them on top of each other.
Yeah,
Just
I keep
over.
crushing them. I was like,
You
there's
just
gotta be a
stomp them.
doodad or something, or like a piece of electronics that I break off. Anyways, and then I sort of scan this plexi screen, looking for the like edges or weak point or like the hinges, whatever I can find to try and use that sweet, sweet hockey aim to get it to drop or shatter, whichever.
Okay.
Okay, so I have hockey. Can't use my lead. Just what's her name help?
Linnea.
One
Ew.
success. Is that worth re-rolling?
I mean, you have got to. Mick can't get. I mean, Mick probably can't get 3 successes by herself.
So you can use vibe.
Okay.
Loud,
That's
loud,
wrong,
loud.
technically.
That is, you need one more. Great.
Did you put 2? You put 2 in for Linnea?
I didn't use Linnea.
Okay.
Oh.
I was gonna have Abby use Linnea.
Okay, so I get Linnea and Sixten, right?
Uh-huh.
And
You
I
get
also
2
have
for Linnea.
+2 Hephaestion from way long ago, Sarah. And if she's tracking the Hephaestion with this machine, she must have. There must be something related to it that's like telling her, yes, it's north.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you'll be able to understand. You'll be able to understand the purpose of this machine. You know, like it'll be easier for you to understand what it's doing and to cross the polarities or whatever.
Yep. And I also whip out Rudy.
Oh my god.
If you really wanted to make vibe work, you could give an appeal for vibe doing something different, and I'll consider it.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
You sure? You don't want to make an argument?
What argument is there?
You say, wow, I really wish I had an extra hand to hold this wire. And Vibe's like, flying right next to you, holds the wire.
Infamously powerful grip. You say, Vibe, hold on to those children so they don't phase out of existence.
You could use vibe as a distraction in addition to Linnea. Since Linnea's distracting Elizabeth, you could also use vibe as a
Perfect. We're
distraction.
gonna do the one trick that
Vibe's
she
a
knows
distraction,
according to
alright.
Sarah.
Ooh,
and throw her in a
circle fly.
I'm sorry. You'll have time to train her more, I promise.
Get that owl out of here.
Is she +1, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be great.
I want you to succeed
No.
so bad.
Okay, I'll re-roll that.
Breathe.
Is
You
the
can do
reroll
it.
button cursed? Should I not use it?
It
Don't
does
use
seem
it.
to be cursed.
Don't
Five.
use it.
Okay, I'll just reroll.
I
it.
never use the reroll button, so don't do it.
It also doesn't calculate right.
Nope. How is this possible?
I don't know.
So I got the most with 2.
Can
So
you
did you guys?
reroll
You guys
again?
didn't make it
I
halfway,
don't know.
did you?
Can you reroll
No,
again?
you can't reroll again.
Oh,
I mean, you can make yourself broken.
You can check your.
well, I can get 1, but that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, we just completely fail.
This is great.
Because I don't think we can check.
No.
No.
You have to have at least half to begin
Yep.
with.
I did not anticipate this turn of events.
This is the first time we've done this badly.
We failed once in Tales from the Loop, so it's
Did
like
you?
our
On
last,
what?
Completely?
the last. Yeah, we failed the last
No.
mystery. Pretty sure we did.
We didn't get a perfect success.
Okay.
I think we had to check, so we got a partial success.
This is
on the
so
last
fun.
one. This is a pure failure.
We're
This
stuck
is
with Alice.
Pure failure. Okay, let me see. The kids, so you do all of this. You crash the thing. The thing breaks. You think you've psychically imprisoned
Yep, I'm confident in my abilities.
Elizabeth, and you realize that she reverses the polarities on you.
I would like to make an argument, Sarah. I got the most successes, so I can't be the source of failure.
No one's gonna be a source of failure. But you just like she gets like the upper hand on you in this psychic battle or whatever.
Oh my god,
and you,
she's
like, see
unlocked her
red
reverse
lightning, and you're
reverse
not
card
prepared.
chakra.
Her Uno reverse chakra.
The old
I'm
Uno reverse.
unequipped. I'm unequipped for this.
Your psychic warfare has really gotten rusty. And Abby, you get to the machine, you understand everything. You're like, none of this should be hard. Like, I don't know why it's not doing anything. And you just like miss one lever. Like, it's like one little lever before Elizabeth like snaps back to her into her body, and all 3 kids vanish.
They're in a better place now.
They went to a farm upstate.
Yeah, I mean, as long as she doesn't have access to them, that's the key.
It's called rationalizing.
And you guys are rationalizing.
Instead, she has access to us.
Yeah. And so she is like, who do we have here? I lost my little birdies. I guess I have 3 more who came just in time.
How do you know my name? My name is Deborah's daughter, do you?
And Linnea, she totally like ignores Linnea. Like, Linnea's like, please, Elizabeth, you're better than that.
No, she's not.
And Elizabeth is going to just try and capture you guys for her own experiments, unless you do something about it. Run away.
Yeah, I'll do something about that. I will attempt to force.
Just murder her.
Just murder her.
I'm filled with rage and fear.
Being trapped here with Alice.
Yeah, that's truly the screams of Alice. The fact that my family problems weren't even because of this dumb dimension anyways. I have problems no matter what dimension I'm in.
It's true.
Maybe your family's not chipped in the post-apocalyptic dimension.
There's actually 3 corpses with chips in their heads.
I'm like, lady, you think you can play experiments on us? My family's already been experimented on, and I'm just fine. I avoided that fate. And you know who else? You're nothing compared to Sunshine Jackson, CEO of computers. So get your nasty,
There's a new
crusty
dog
ass
in town.
out of this dimension.
Crusty
And now I'm stuck with Alice.
It's your fault.
And I'm gonna tentacle whip her.
Oh,
I had a
yes.
feeling.
It's time to switch weapons.
Channel that Indiana Jones.
I want to crush her skull.
Okay. You get extra things,
No,
thingamabobbers.
I don't wanna crush her skull.
Crushing her skull is not an extra thing that you get to do.
I can knock her unconscious.
Take something from her. Her pride.
I don't know. Not needing to roll to overcome the exact same trouble in the
Ooh.
future
Yeah,
is
anytime she
very,
becomes a
And she goes,
problem.
very
"Oh,
good. Because I want to just like be able to intimidate her for the rest of time, or have like an advantage of some kind. If
Yeah,
I
I think you would get an advantage.
yeah, okay. So I definitely want not needing to roll to overcome.
Like you could physically overpower her again, I think would
She
be
knows that I am
Yeah.
physically
Yeah.
able to.
Okay, so
deal
that's
with
one.
her. I think, to be honest, what I was intending with the force already was basically to knock her unconscious or make her. I don't know. I guess I was incapacitate her somehow. That might not necessarily be unconscious. If she's unconscious,
Hmm.
we have other opportunities, I guess, to deal with her potentially.
Okay. Yeah, she can be unconscious.
I mean, that seems the most valuable, other than taking something. But I don't know what she has. I'm lucky enough she's wearing clothes. I don't want to take those.
She doesn't get a lot. It's tattooed to her body. That was how she kept things, kept track of
Okay,
things.
yeah. Let's go with unconscious then, as well.
Okay, great. So, in a pure adrenaline animal rage, you tentacle whip Elizabeth in the face, and she has been recently in
She
another
wasn't
dimension.
expecting that.
She was
Most of the
not-
dimensions did not involve a metallic tentacle whip to the
No,
face.
with children carrying them too. That also like was weird for her. So you knock her stone cold. You know, she falls over. Um, and you hear like the voices of Ingmarie and Jonas like are approaching because they heard like this kerfuffle and they're like being like,
Johan?
"Everything okay?"
Linnea, we can't let them see Elizabeth.
Why?
Why?
Because we don't need it. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. We don't know what she's doing. We can't have the whole town knowing everything.
Ingmarie can keep a secret.
Oh yeah.
We have to tell her it's not aliens, or she's going to publish this in the newspaper.
She's gonna think she's an alien.
Aliens don't wear clothes. Everyone knows that.
She didn't have no clothes.
A
in the
lot of
beginning.
aliens wear clothes in movies.
What's a movie? Has that been invented yet?
Yes.
Yeah, dumbass. I mean, Lucas thinks it's a bad idea to have them all know exactly what just happened.
Well, then we could just go distract them in the hallway. And say, we were just getting refreshments for the pizza party. It was the soup, but
It
we
was
made it
soup.
all.
The soup exploded. We like cooked it in the can and then whoops.
Oops.
Okay, you're gonna go
SpaghettiOs.
talk to them. You're gonna scooch out and talk to
Close the door
Jonas.
behind us.
And
Linnea,
Linnea,
fire up.
okay. All right, they're like, "Man, are you okay? Like, what happened? That was a big
Yeah.
noise."
Physically, yes. Emotionally, spiritually, no.
Been a long,
Well,
hard
you
slumber
haven't had
party.
pizza, and you know what makes everything better.
Not
Pizza.
vegan
Pizza.
pizza.
Pizza. Vegan pizza.
And this is why I always carry my own pepperonis around with me.
And just a bag of cheese.
And you leave. Are you leaving the room, leaving everything there?
No, we can't leave Elizabeth without
Well,
dealing with her.
do you want to deal with her, or do you want to go back with them?
I think we all need to deal with her somehow. We'll tell them we'll be there in 5 minutes.
We'll be there in 5 minutes, which is
Kid hustle. Teenagers, that's
quite
like
a
30
bit of
minutes.
time.
It's just
Way less. If you were going to
quick
assign,
5 minutes.
yeah, quick 5 minutes, like the end of a hockey match. Just
Quick
an
5
amount
minute
of time.
break.
Yeah,
They're like,
and we'll be right there.
okay, yeah, come quick, or there'll be no dessert pizza left.
Okay.
Well, just don't eat it all.
Vibe
They're
has
so hungry.
really been
I've
loving
been
the
here the whole time. Don't blame her,
I know,
Jonah.
but we've been saving the slice for her.
And we'll be right there.
All right, okay. They scoot off, none the wiser.
Okay. Go in that room. And we need to figure out A, what the hell that machine was, and B, what are all those funky tattoos she's got?
Mm-hmm.
And C,
They are funky.
Are
can
they
she be
math?
imprisoned?
Not astrally. She really reversed that on me.
Physically imprisoned. And for how long?
I mean, I could look at her tattoos. Are they math?
It's a question for Sarah.
Yeah.
They are math.
I could try to.
You are the captain of the Mathlon Club.
Yeah, I know. I could try to comprehend or investigate them. I think comprehend makes the most sense, but I am not doing great at the moment. But I'm sure it won't backfire.
Never.
Do you think that they have hidden, like, are they just straightforward math, or is there a hidden meaning to the math?
What do you mean?
Like, is it just like, yes, A plus B equals C, or is it like, if A, then B, therefore interdimensional C?
Like, are you asking, like, would you be able to understand it with normal math rules?
I am asking if
Or if it's like a
is
secret code that she's been using.
that one.
Is there a math cipher?
It's
Is
not a
it?
cipher. It's equations. They're complicated equations, but it's equations.
So there's no tomfoolery happening with her equations.
No. I mean, nobody's suspected her of anything in all these nobody's like, we gotta catch the lady with the equations, so she would not have to like hide her work, kind of a thing.
So I cannot use the baloney bifocals. That's what you're telling me.
Sorry, I didn't know that was the argument. No, they're just straight up math. Ande.
Good roll if we were playing Burning Wheel. What a bad roll for this system.
Yeah.
Am I gonna re-roll this? Why not?
You're gonna break your. No, you have one
No,
more.
I can become exhausted.
You can become exhausted.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Comprehend.
You just tell me things. I don't ask questions.
You're like, I'm too tired to ask questions. You look at her math. It is it is all over her body. It is very rugged tattooing it too. It's like she used a ballpoint pen or whatever she had to like tattoo this onto her body. Um,
What a psycho.
it was not professionally done. There might be one or two that are professional, but everything else has been just pretty much old school tattooing. Um, a needle and ink kind of a thing. And you look at this and you realize that these were codes, these were equations to help her get through the dimensions. You're not exactly sure how that works, but she thought that she had gone somewhere else, but really she didn't mean to get to like an alternate reality, and it's taken her 10 years to get back, and each time she's been in a new place she's carved a new equation into her body so that when she jumps planes she always has the equation with her to like help her get back.
So does it seem like she can just apparate dimensionally?
um you seem like she could, but she hasn't wanted to spend time in any of the other realities. Like her only goal, all the equations point to coming back to this one, which is now the only one that is
The
as
only
close to her
one.
reality that she did. And now that her machine is broken, like you did break it, Abby, um, the blending of dimensions has stopped. So like
Oh,
no more
perfect.
cracks in the universe.
Great. We're
She
just stuck
shouldn't
in
be
this
able
one.
she shouldn't be able to apparate really now that like
Oh,
that
success.
machine is over.
What price did
It's
we
just
pay,
it's
Alice?
Everything.
it's just that.
Fish.
Did you have another question? Was that it?
Nope. You
Okay.
just tell me stuff for that one. I don't even ask questions.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess was that what was there anything else you wanted to ask?
No, that's plenty.
Yeah, there you go. So she's just covered in tattoos for time travel. Interdimensional travel, whatever it is.
Same.
Same. But she didn't get the Hephaestum. So her machine is broken. She can't go. She can't go out looking for the Hephaestum across the planes of existence
In another
anymore.
dimension out there, there's two kids that are just one of them is the happiest he's ever been.
I was just thinking that too. That was the best part of this story.
Oh my gosh, are they
Jillian and
stuck
David
in that
are-
horrible apocalypse dimension?
But they have love.
No, I feel bad for them. Wow, oh my god, we condemn them to a life in the apocalypse with your mom.
It could be a nice life
Oh.
in the tunnels.
They're tunnel folk now.
That usually always works out great for everyone who becomes a tunnel folk.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do?
Cry.
Assume the
guys
fetal
can cry.
position.
You want to cry?
No. Birdie is resolute. Linnea, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think 3 children died on your property today. Maybe a 4th. She's
What
still
children?
recovering. What children? Ooh, good
What are you
question.
talking about?
Are there missing children here?
No.
Oh, good. That is not a problem then.
Why are all these chairs here?
This used to be a dentist shop.
She was a psychopath waiting to take us prisoner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know she looks a little crazy, but she really did help me a lot when I worked for her.
Linnea, she does not just look crazy. She is crazy.
She do be crazy.
She do be crazy, Linnea, and well,
I don't know what to do with her unconscious body. Throw her
Linnea, do you have like a brig here?
A
Like
brig, a
like a
prison,
prison?
and an observatory.
For when the
Yeah, you
aliens come, you just lock them up.
it's for when people
I
try to
I don't know
mutiny
who
and you
told
put
you
them
this,
in the
but this
brig.
isn't a NATO war base.
Are you sure? I think it's under the lake.
She's like, no, we don't have a prison here. I mean, I have my office.
Does it lock?
You can't
From
lock
the
her up.
outside.
What do you mean? Why not?
She looks a little rough with the tattoos, but that doesn't mean that you can just lock people up for life.
We're not for life.
For all of reality.
For all
every
of
dimension
reality.
she jumps to. Linnea, I'm gonna need you to re-attend the slumber party. Please
Linnea,
leave.
I'm gonna need you to take a risk and be infatuated with me and leave us to do with this woman what we want.
Linnea will leave if you want her to leave.
And don't ask questions. And remember, there were no children here ever.
I mean, she honestly does not remember any
Perfect.
children.
I know you
The
said that they had
children have
ceased to exist, and I
exist.
didn't know if you actually meant that or if you
No,
were
yeah,
just
they
being dramatic.
never were, and they never will be in this reality.
Perfect. So when Mete comes back and she's like, my 3 friends went missing, everyone's
She
going to be
will
like,
have no.
you
She
crazy
has
girl.
no memory. She has
Oh.
Mete. This never even happened to
Wow.
Mete.
We're just solving problems left and right.
Then why do we still have memories of the other reality?
Because we're fucked.
Ooh, good question.
Take the
Ing
technology,
Marie.
Mick,
Oh.
and let's see if we can reverse engineer the reality warping and we can get back to our dimension.
I think I'm going to say this gently, Lucas. I think we are permanently stuck here.
No! I will not go to school with Alice!
Let's look at the positives. We have vibe in this dimension.
This is true.
I don't care about vibe.
Well,
She's trainable.
We
She's
can take her
trainable.
with us. Can she replace Alice?
She can compliment Alice.
Alice does even out your numbers on the mathlon team.
Yeah.
Everything
couldn't
I
have-
ever needed.
Yeah. I was about to say we couldn't have vibe on the mathlon team, but we definitely can and definitely should.
She's
She's
your mascot,
trainable.
after all.
She's trainable in differential equations. Fly circles, solve linear algebra. It's what she does.
Matt, Vibe will be taking all of Mick's tests from now on. Like, Mick won't have to do any work at school.
I think we should imprison Elizabeth and then interrogate her to figure out what our next step should be.
We require your shed, Mick.
Ooh.
We might have to steal Johan's car.
Johan drove Rudy here. Rudy's the only vehicle here.
Was useless.
No. Ingmarie must have driven here.
Ingmarie did drive here
Yeah.
to deliver
Perfect.
a comic and a photon deducer.
Okay, so we're gonna
Okay.
steal Ingmarie's car.
We can probably just ask her to drive us into town.
True.
I'm curious if she remembers the children
Uh-huh.
or a photon deducer. Because she's from our universe.
Yeah.
Our old RIP universe.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we just lock Elizabeth in your shed.
Okay. Yep.
Do you put Elizabeth in the car before you ask her for a ride?
We put her in the trunk.
In the trunk, and then you're going to ask for a ride.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're
Great.
gonna say, you just stay here in the driver's seat. We need to
And
get
don't look
something out of
backwards.
the trunk.
Great. I'll even let you hitch Rudy up to the back so she
Ooh.
can tow
Perfect.
Rudy, tow
Perfect.
Rudy back home to the shed.
Sorry, pizza party is canceled. Sleepover. Turns out you can't just have a sleepover at a government facility, so we're gonna go, and we need you to give us a ride.
Turns out
I don't
this
know
is a
how you
NATO
didn't
war
know
base.
this, Linnea.
Yeah, sorry, Johan. We're taking the ride you, so you got to find your own ride home.
I mean, I guess you and Linnea can have a sleepover, but
Yeah.
we can't be here anymore.
Johan's gonna squeeze
And
in the
neither
car
can
with you.
Ingmarie for
Okay.
no specific reason at all.
Ingmarie, she just misses her husband's shoulder. She gotta go home. This is the longest
She
she's been
can't
away.
sleep at night without the
Yeah.
shoulder.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Nobody has to roll anything. I'll consider the knocking out this to just kind of be an extension of you knock her out so well you can just get her in the boot, and
Yep.
Ingmarie's not gonna look into it. Great.
Perfect.
So, do you want to do anything before she drops you off?
I want to say, hey, Ingmarie,
Yeah,
do you remember any children?
children. I mean, there's tons of kids that come to my comic book store. Which children?
I don't know if I know any of their names. Maybe Sexton, Jillian, David, Mete.
No, I mean, Mete, I've seen her around. She's pretty
Mhm.
quiet, but the other ones, I don't know. Yeah.
What about Photon Deducer?
What's a photon deducer? Is that in the new issue release of Hockey Man's Supernatural Adventures?
Maybe that's why I read it. Okay.
She's like, photon deducer, though somebody should use that. Should I write an article about it in the Curtain? Have
Yeah.
you heard? Is there okay, photon deducer?
Does
Oh,
the
shoot.
photon deducer still exist?
You see no trace of a Game Boy
Okay.
turned into a photon deducer anywhere.
Wow. Hey, Miss Blanken, well, you better get home to your husband's shoulder.
So she drops you guys off. How are you getting this body out of her car without letting her know that it's there?
I think it's fine if she notices us taking a body out of her trunk.
It's covered with a sheet.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
she's just gonna think it's like an alien body we found.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
It'll
like
be fine.
kids these days. Oh my goodness. Great. Okay, so she'll drive off. You have Elizabeth in a shed, in a sheet.
What if we dig up
Perfect.
the hole that we have?
Put her in the
Mhm.
hole.
And then park a car on top of it.
Who knew this body hole was gonna be?
Didn't we fill it up?
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think-
We have to dig it. I mean, it's gonna be easier to dig out than a fresh hole, though.
Why are we burying her?
Why
She
not?
deserves to be buried alive.
Why don't we just tie her up?
We need a rest. I am so tired.
Yeah.
And so much stuff happened. So we need to just like make sure she'll be able to hold tight till tomorrow morning.
Okay, Sarah. I'm gonna take the rest of this tentacle robot corpse
Mm-hmm.
and construct something that will keep her here.
Handcuffs.
I love it.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
Also,
but
maybe a gag so she doesn't scream.
what are those suits called that like
A
bound?
straight jacket?
Yeah. A tentacle robot straight jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Danish maid.
And one of the tentacles goes in her mouth as a
Kinky. I like it. Okay.
What?
Yeah, do I roll for that? I think so.
Yes. Yes, if you want to build that, yes, you'll have to
Okay.
build that. You
No
can use
problem.
plus whatever robot.
I don't know
corpse.
how many we had for robot corpse. How many do you want me to have?
Give you 2.
2?
Just
Okay.
giving them out like candy today. Ah, this is the
Where was this earlier?
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
It
add
wasn't
this.
meant to be. You were meant to live with Alice and be a fish daughter.
Oh,
Plus 2, plus 3 kinky tentacle prison.
Yep.
wow.
All right, you tie her down and you feel uncomfortable about it, but it's effective.
It's what
Perfect.
she deserves.
Okay, what do you do next?
Go
Go home.
home.
Yeah.
All of you are like, please go home.
And by home, I mean
Leave.
the yoga studio.
Got it. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Gonna go talk to Meatball.
Yeah, it's just your parents there because Michael's living in Birdie's basement.
Thank God. I can handle
Learning
chipped parents. I can't handle fake
learning how to
Michael.
deal with fish.
I grab some food from the fridge, enough for me and Meatball. I scoop Meatball up from his little window perch that he likes, and I bring him and I start petting him as I microwave our food, and I tell him about how we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna cuddle and we're gonna pretend this is the regular dimension.
We don't have to be friends with Alice if we don't want to.
We're gonna go cut Alice out of every yearbook we can find.
Alice is a name that I do not have any connection or knowledge of at all. It means nothing to me.
If we bully
My
her hard
parents-
enough, we can make her transfer schools.
Ooh.
This is the one time you may be able to get Lucas on board for bullying.
Oh my god.
Alice is just devastated. She feels a pang.
Yeah, and that is what Lucas is gonna do.
And how does Meatball comfort Lucas?
Meatball realizes that this is a time of great need, and Meatball does not like to do work or activity of any kind, but he has realized that tonight is a night of biscuit making. And
Oh,
Meatball is gonna make biscuits on Lucas's tummy.
and that is just gonna get those injuries
That
cleared.
It's gonna fix everything.
You're like, it doesn't matter what dimension I am in. Meatball is eternal. Meatball remains
Still,
the same.
yeah, Meatball is really the axis. He's the black hole around which all
Yeah.
universes rotate.
Unchangeable anchor. Great. Perfect. Okay, Birdie.
I go to the yoga studio.
Mm-hmm. Cougar Petal has just lit a bunch of incense and is smoking, like, clearing the space. She's like, things feel a little different lately. I feel like I need to cleanse out some like negative vibes. Something has shifted. I don't know.
No, there's only good vibe.
Oh yeah, soon there will be only good vibes. You're right. Correct.
Yep. Vibe.
Vibe. What just one?
Just one vibe.
Feathery.
Feathery, yeah. Group Petals, you remember how you taught me to astral imprison and then you said I should only do it in times of great need and it can have dire consequences if I fail?
Yeah.
Well, and then do you remember our unrelated lesson on the Uno psychic reverse trap card?
Yeah.
Well, I think both of those lessons came into play today, and I tried to astral imprison someone, but I was psychic Uno reverse trap carded, and now I am psychic astrally imprisoned in this dimension.
Guru Fellow's like, come sit. She makes you sit down and she's waves the incense around you and she watches the smoke float by you and notices the patterns and she's like, yes, Yes, I mean, there is something that seems to be messing with your mind, and she starts kind of plucking things around your body. She's pulling out psychic tethers, and you see her kind
Mhm.
of like doing gestures like she's cutting cords or, whatever psychic imprisonment ties it would be. She's like, okay, yes. She's like, your aura is feeling very cluttered lately, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
there's a lot going on.
I can see that, but your maternal line is really, I can feel that your maternal line has always been strong and you've been a little weak in the divine feminine ancestry, but that's clearing up now. I really feel like you're gonna
Hmm.
you're gonna get support in that area again.
Oh, like a
Uh
stepmom.
yeah, maybe that could be it, sure. Um
Mm.
She's like, "The color silver might be important to you in the future," and she's just
Mm-mm. Mm.
she's just gonna mutter, but you do feel better. You feel like, just the motions she's making are relaxing. And she'll be like, "You're never truly imprisoned. It's all just kind of, it's all kind of smoke and mirrors, that
Mm.
psychic imprisonment." And
The only
if
prisons we construct are the ones we psychically construct around our own mind.
correct. Yeah, see,
Um,
there you go. You're
mhm.
you're much your aura is much clearer now. She's like, "Here, sleep with this under your pillow
Okay.
and uh say 10 Hail Marys and you'll be good as new."
Could you do me a favor, Guru Petal?
Maybe.
Can
Depends.
you make biscuits here on my stomach?
she, she's like, "Sure," and then she does it in your aura.
Perfect.
And a wave of contentment flows over your body.
Perfect.
Who needs a
I'm
cat
at
when you have
peace.
Guru Petal? Guru Petal making biscuits on the water. That's
Yeah.
her name today. Mick.
Yes. I think
How you doing, boo?
I'm gonna go inside, away from
Mm,
my tentacle prison.
yeah, you should do that.
Um,
Can your
and
dad like wander into tentacle prison and be hurt, or is it like self-contained?
no, it's self-contained.
Okay,
I've activated it on Elizabeth.
got it. The trap has been sprung.
And I think maybe my dad's not home yet. And I'm not much of a baker, but he loves baked goods, so I'm going to make biscuits for him.
Sounds good. Love it. Plain biscuits?
um,
Sweet potato?
Corn,
Honey? Corn?
vegan.
Mead.
not vegan biscuits. Um,
Extra butter?
I'll make some plain and some chocolate chip biscuits, which are just like dry scones.
Yeah. Flakier
Yeah,
scones.
flaky scones. Um, ideally.
Got it. You're baking away. Do you bake often, or
No,
does your dad know that this is like stress
it's
baking?
stress baking for sure.
Okay, great. Anything else, or he's just gonna come
No,
on
I'm
in?
gonna make these biscuits, and then when he comes home, I'm gonna talk to him about how Alex got taken away by the feds.
It's true. Your dad comes in wearing his spiffy glasses and he takes off his coat and he hangs it uh on the hook and he's like, "Oh, this smells good. What's going on, honey? What, the last time you baked it was when you failed all your classes and you had to retake the 5th grade."
Mhm.
Um I thought you were pretty happy with your new owl and everything.
No, I am pretty happy with my new owl. That's pretty much all I'm happy with, though.
Mm. Want to talk about it?
Um, well, you see, Dad, this woman
Yes.
with mathematics tattoos made 3 children cease to exist today.
Yes. Okay. How do you know that?
I don't know.
Where'd you on a field trip today? Wasn't this supposed to be a fun day?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, he's gonna say, sometimes daisies come, daisies go. The circle of life. He's gonna give like a weird dad analogy for like the circle of life. And he's gonna be like, I mean, did you know these kids? Who were they?
I kind of knew them, but
Hmm.
I'm gonna give him a nice hug.
Yeah.
And Vibe's gonna be in the hug too, and not very happy about it.
Yeah. He's
Being
gonna
like,
give
Dad,
you
you know
like
what?
head pats, dad head pats.
I'm really glad that you just wear glasses and you still like daisies and you don't like fish or crabs. And that,
Fish or crabs. Ha! Always been a daisy man.
yeah, exactly. That's good. Yeah, it's fine. Did Alex come back or is he gone still?
No, I think Alex, he's still his boss said that he still needs to be under observation. He came in contact with some dangerous substance at work, and that's why he was feeling weird. So I'll get to visit him soon though. He should be in the
Hmm.
clear soon.
Is he in the hospital? Where is he?
I mean, he's in the Crafticor hospital. It was like very hush hush.
Hmm.
I don't know, but I think he's okay. His boss seemed really nice.
That's good.
Yeah, I feel like we can trust him.
Okay. I'm glad that you feel that way.
Ah, and he's
Um,
like, "Yeah, I'm gonna I mean, I could probably take him some biscuits. I feel like if they should still be good in like a few days, right?
yeah,
He probably
biscuits
liked some
safe.
biscuits." Yeah. Yeah, he was telling me that like he was probably feeling really bad from like whatever substance it was. So
Hmm.
it's a good thing that he's getting help, and I feel like they said it was an easy fix. He should be as good as new.
That's good. I'm really happy to hear that. Anyway, Dad, it was great talking to you. Eat lots
Are
of
you eating any
biscuits.
biscuits?
Yes, Vibe's eating a
Okay.
biscuit.
Okay.
And I just wanted you to know that there is a surprise that I'm working on in my shed, so do not go in there.
Okay, you got it. No shed for me.
Do not. You will regret it because then you'll spoil the surprise.
Is it dahlias? You know how I feel about dahlias.
You don't get to know yet.
And he's like, okay. He's like biscuits and dahlias, and he's just gonna like hum to himself, and walk away.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, Logan.
I would like to call Mick's house.
Yes.
Ring. Hello, Mick.
Who picks up? It's
You
me.
can pick up.
Hello.
Hey, I hear your dad humming biscuits and dahlias. Did you make biscuits by any chance?
I did make biscuits.
Can I borrow some and then a ride?
Yeah,
Perfect.
come over.
Great. I go over, I grab a biscuit, and then we hop on route. And I say, we need to go to Party City, stop one. Just real quick, I gotta run in, run out.
Okay.
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 Run in.
Festivand.
I go to the holiday card aisle and I grab a card and then I sign it and then I leave and I say, okay, now we need to go to the hospital.
Okay.
Mhm.
The Crafticor
This
hospital? I don't want to
No,
go there.
not the Crafticor, the
Okay.
normal
hospital.
normal
You got
people
it.
hospital. Perfect. We're gonna go in and I'm gonna be like, hi, ma'am. We were on a field trip today and our classmate Birgit got taken here. Is she still in the hospital? Can we talk to her? I brought her something.
Birgit is still in the hospital. Yes.
I'll give her the card and a biscuit that says, sorry you're allergic to our owl. Hopefully you're not allergic to chocolate chip biscuits. Here's a Benadryl, so we're not getting rid of the owl.
You doing this in person, or are you giving it to the nurse?
I'm giving it to Birgit.
Okay. Birgit's like, "Oh, thank you." She's still kind of like got her airways clogged, but she's like, "Oh, thank you guys."
I I imagine we're standing here in the room. I give it to her, and she starts talking, and I lean over to Mick, and I go, "Drama queen."
Birgit doesn't hear you over the munching over the biscuit that she's eating.
Perfect. And these biscuits were made in the same room as an owl, so hopefully no feathers got in. I just thought of that. Bye.
Roll a d6. You did say you gave her a Benadryl.
Okay, good.
No, she's fine. Depends. We haven't trained the owl on baking yet. So.
Yeah. Who needs a mixer when you just have talents going at hyper speed? Okay, that's it, Birgit. Get better. We're not getting rid of the owl, so get used to it.
Where am I? Are you doing anything else here in this hospital?
Nope. Oh, Mete is in the same hospital. I remember the ambulances came from 2 different directions.
Mete's whole causality has been changed. So she's no longer even in the hospital because her friends never existed and she never got abducted.
Wow. We are just helping this girl left and right.
So she is at her house being who she would be if she had no friends.
Didn't we do the whole bird circle thing to make a distraction because Mete existed, but now Mete doesn't even exist, so we just put Birgit in the hospital for no reason?
Yeah.
That sounds like what happens to Birgit on a regular
Another fixed
basis.
point throughout universes, Birgit always gets ruined somehow by our shenanigans. So
Birgit always bears the brunt of.
in one way or another, Birgit had to go to the hospital due to our actions.
Exactly. Yes, that is perfectly correct.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, great. You hop back on Rudy, and you're going home.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Anything else anybody wants to do?
Say hi to Michael on my way to my room.
You what? Say hi to Michael. Fake Michael.
Who knows if it's fake Michael anymore? I mean, is it really fair of us to call him fake Michael when
It's
we are
true.
fake Birdie, Mick, and Lucas? So
True,
no.
we're the fakes.
He could be a fake across realities.
Could be a fake across realities. Okay, great. Well, I will leave it there for tonight. We can just all process
Thank you. You're so kind.
Well,
the many reality shifts that just happened. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all the big ones. But all the strange phenomenon, like the lights, things flickering, the strange voices, that's all stopped now. Now that the worlds have been solidified.
Lucky us.
wow.
Lucky you. You're here at home in your own dimension. Yeah, so we won't be playing next week or the week after. We'll be taking a break. So in that time, we'll post some of our old campaigns if you want to watch those on our YouTube account. But otherwise, tune in when we get back in April and we'll pick up with Burn probably.
I have 2 weeks to step up my villains to be on par with this nonsense.
So true.
You
2
really
weeks to plot.
Get ready for interplanetary Duchess.
She kind of has the
isn't-
pocket dimension thing going
Isn't
on.
the consort already interplanar?
That's true. The consort is interplanar. Kind of. There's an underwater palace. That shouldn't be
It's
underwater.
a palace that is underwater.
It's really an abbey. I think.
It's an Abby constantly underwater.
But who's counting?
Yeah. So next time we'll probably play Burning Wheel, and then we can look forward to the mathlon. Does Sunshine Jackson escape
Oh,
the
yeah.
sting set up in to catch her? How many sunshines are there really? And what will they do with Elizabeth?
I think she's fine where she is.
She can live
Just
out the
leave her
rest
in
of her
tentacle
days.
prison.
She can live in her tentacle prison that she's earned.
Capiche. Got it.
We know her weakness, metal tentacles.
She has a fear, an innate fear. Great. Okay, well, that was fun. We'll see you guys in a few weeks.
Bye.
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 Bye.